What's up, YouTubers? Dark1 coming back at you again with what should have been a Friday's review, but because of technical issues, like my camera, I did record it, and I didn't realize like how much my camera was out of focus during the whole thing, and when I previewed it, it was abhorrid. So anyway, this is meant to be Fridays, even though it's Saturday, and actually it's after midnight, so it's technically even Sunday, but who the hell cares? Um, It is the Revoltech War Machine. Um, just another great figure, another great import toy. Um, I just love these little things. These are like the last two things. Zoom in there, you can actually see the little details in his arc reactor there on his chest. Our version is just a painted dot. I won't do as much of a direct figure-to-figure comparison with the Hasbro version like I did with Iron Man. I'll just go over what's different. But anyway, here's the figure. Just spectacular looking. I actually kind of like its look a little bit better than Iron Man. But end of the day, I guess I'm a little bit more of a War Machine fan. Just a personal preference. Iron Man is no slouch of a figure, but I just really like this thing. Just great detail. Great paint on him. The back of the legs are a little hollow. Like, it doesn't necessarily distract from it. I think it's a lot just to do with articulation, but there is that little gripe. You can actually even see the bullets there molded into his backpack. Of course, the gun. Like, everything on here is just so detailed. Get a good headshot here. And it has all his little markings from the movie. Ours, the Hasbro version, had like the O1, it had the stuff on the shoulders, and that's about this. The big difference in this one is like the little Air Force symbol or symbol there on his forearm, and the what appears to be the UNSC logo on his. No, I'm just kidding. It's you can actually read it. I believe it's something for the Air Force. It's just really small. Let's see if my camera can keep up. But yeah, just a great little figure. A couple notable differences from the Iron Man. Of course, the cannon and the ammo belt. The Iron Man, the top part of the body and arms and head, well, actually just top part of the body and the arms are one piece. Same thing on this. The ab on the Iron Man, like the middle part could bend in and out for posability. This is actually three pieces. This bottom rung here is one piece, then right above that's a piece, and then the top body assembly. So looks really good when you're posing it, and you actually get a little bit more of a waist rotation out of it. And just really good detail, like the gun there. You can see it's just fantastic looking. Like, ours is just kind of like, it has a little yellow counterweight, I guess, on the back, but then it's like one end is just a tube and the other end's a smaller tube. So that actually looks like a gun. And of course the chain gun has all the details on it. Revoltech, of course, great articulation. Has the, as you can hear, ratchety joints pretty much everywhere. We'll start with just the gun itself. There's one of the joints in the top there, and then one connecting it. Come on, don't start again. So you can get a good range of motion. You can flip it over if you really want. The only thing you're kind of hindered is the ammo belt. Actually, on the Hasbro version, can plug into either side. It only goes in this side on him. Small gripe. Typically, it's in the movie or in promo pics. It's over that shoulder anyway. Of course, you can rotate. Each can rotate independent. Like I said, about the only hindrance is the ammo belt. I mean, it just plugs in there and plugs in his backpack. So you got that articulated. Of course, he has head, up, down. Left to right's a little bit hindered because of the shoulder pads there, but you can't get it. He does have a neck. Like Iron Man's, like his comes out to the front for like a stare down at his shoelaces sort of pose, whereas Iron Man's, if you didn't see that review, it went extremely back up this way to make him look like he had a Spectre Gadget extendo neck. But good articulation. Nothing else you can giggity action from War Machine. Shoulders or the Revoltech joint. I really like on this, the shoulder pads actually attached to the arm. So, you know, if you pose his arm straight out, you can just kind of adjust it to fit. Now, granted, it does look better certain ways. I mean, but that's kind of cool, so it's not like hinged on the suit. So, you know, if you move his arm one way, it can pop off or something. Full movement on the shoulder there. In and out, ratchet. Elbow is ratchet, just doesn't make the very loud click, but it is the same type of joint. You get a little bit of rotation when it's bent, but just due to the way the armor is designed, or the way they kind of cut the joints, it kind of rotates to a side. Of course, the hand can swivel, spin around, and go back and forth a little bit. As mentioned earlier, the upper body articulation. In case you're wondering, that's what it looks like from the back. Just the three segmented thing just kind of gets me. You know, that could have just been one piece. Actually, on the Hasbro version, it is one piece, and then it has the top part. And of course, legs. And one interesting note: these little packs are actually on little joints. I can only presume, since you never like saw them use them for anything, it's just so it doesn't catch like if you pose it up like that. But they are there like that, and of course you can go in and out. Take it out. I'm doing a little bit of a split. Oops. And there you can see that's what the joints look like. So for this, you actually get a little bit of extra detail. You can see the inner thigh is actually hollowed out. So the joint plugs in on the outside, and then this is just there to kind of fill in the gap when you move it, which is pretty cool. And if you do get import figures or Revoltech figures and something pops off, it just pushes back on. No major to do. The knee articulation, like I said, the back of the leg there does come across as a little bit hollow, but he can bend his leg like ridiculous because of it. Could a human leg inside of a suit do that? I doubt it, but yeah, it's there. Just more of the detail there on the side. Just very, very well done, as most import toys are. And of course the ankle, which is freed up a little bit more than Iron Man's, just due to the armor design. So you get up, down, a little bit of a swivel left and right, and rotate a little bit. And yeah, superposable little figure there. War Machine ran me, I want to say about 40-ish. He was a little bit pricier than Iron Man. Still kind of tricky to standish, because they're, well, especially War Machine because he's top heavy. But you can get it. Like the back of the box has him in crazy poses, which I'll lead into his neat little accessories he comes with. He comes with these like little bullet burst effects, like he's shooting. The one with the peg goes in his Gatling gun. And he comes with two of these. They just pop on the end of the guns here. Interesting enough, these pop off. There's no real reason, but they do. You see more of the detail there. I mean, he doesn't come with any interchangeable pieces or, like different guns or anything like that, but it does pop off. So if you get it like the Hasbro one's molded on, so if you do get it and it pops off when you're messing with it, don't freak out. Because I thought I broke my figure when I first took it out and was messing with it. But that's beside the point. They do just squeeze on there. I'm just trying to be a little careful so I don't rub the paint. And you have him in kind of his unloading, pew 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 sort of thing. And you can pose him like he's blasting the crap out of things. But that's like his main accessories, I guess you could say. Like the Iron Man came with a little like blast off foot thruster base. And the two like flying thruster-ish hands. But he does actually come with a couple more little accessories. Come on. There he goes. He'll probably fall over, but... And of course, I don't know if it's something new with Revoltech, because Iron Man and War Machine are relatively new figures. Comes with a little box to put them in, which is just kind of neat. Doesn't come with a whole lot. Comes with its name tag, like Iron Man did. Comes with 2 sets of open palm hands. Note the detail there. And 2 sets of, oops, like I guess flying hands, because he can actually, you can actually plug him on the base too, like the foot thruster base. Look like he's taken off. But that's all he comes with, other than just being an awesome detailed little war machine. I said it about Iron Man, I'll say it about this one for sure. If you don't want to, if you want something a little nicer than the Hasbro line, which isn't bad, I'll give it due credit, like the War Machine and the 6-inch Hasbro line, I think it's called like Iron Man, Armored Avenger or something like that. They're actually pretty good. Like they're not bad. You just kind of got to watch for paint smears on the American ones. But if you don't want to shell out the money for Hot Toys, I'd say the Revoltech stuff is a good middle ground because they are very pretty. They look very nice. And they display really well. So, yeah. So, hopefully, I'm trying to keep an eye on it as I'm doing it in the little preview window here. And hopefully this will be in focus and I'll actually be able to post it. And hopefully I'll do something on Monday. I got 3 video games I'm picking up that night. Saints Row, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary. So I will be busy playing video games, but I'll try to do a video on something. I might just do it on those, if nothing else. So hopefully we'll get a Monday video up, and then Tuesday, Friday, and so on and so forth. And yeah, we'll go from there. So stay tuned.